It is the Riot Podcast. Happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend, everybody.
I feel like there's some stuff in this podcast.
This is a wild one. It's Isaiah heavy.
It's a wild
Isn't that
ride.
the best? Those are the best ones. You guys love those?
You don't mind, especially the oyster thing?
Yes.
Just being out there forever.
Oh, the oyster thing, I would stand by for the rest of my life. I
You
think.
will.
Well, Isaiah's a little under the tummy weather because of a interesting thing that he ate last night. And then we find out his thoughts once we told him he was eating, raw live ones.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to spoil it.
Don't want to spoil it, but
You have to hear what he actually thinks
How he
when we
equates
found
it.
out what he thinks what he actually thinks.
so that's one of the many Isaiah parts in this.
Yeah.
I just wonder, like how many people are like, that makes sense.
No,
I don't think
no.
any of them.
I
None.
wonder how many
Not a
listeners
single
are like,
one.
I don't know why they're being so hard on him. Like he has
I
a
thought
good
that too.
point. He has a
No.
great point.
Nope. So that's I think that's my favorite part of the podcast, but there's lots of other stuff to enjoy too.
Yeah, we talked about that. We also did the American Girl dolls and the Toy Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
You forgot the most important part.
What's
It's
the most important
the
part?
sand.
The sand made
Yes.
it in. Congratulations to Sand.
I know.
It's been a long road for Sand. It's been through a lot of struggles.
Risk was
but
in there,
finally,
too.
it's being
But for
recognized.
sand, they're
Sand.
like, the thing from the beach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you play
Sand.
Risk?
I have never played Risk.
Oh, we should do that for the show.
Oh, yeah, that'd
We
be
should.
fun.
Why
I
don't you
love
guys-
board games. I love
You
board
do?
games.
Have you played Ticket
Are you
to
being
Ride?
sarcastic?
You're joking. My favorite game. I swear. Favorite
What?
game.
Ticket to Ride.
It's the
That's
best
the one
game.
we
Oh, yeah,
played.
we
It's-
played
I
that.
love favorite game.
Okay, we
sell
could
it
do that.
because my parents obviously have the toy store.
Oh, yeah.
So I was very offended I didn't get invited in for the Toy Hall of Fame when I worked at a toy store for
Toy
years
store.
and
Yeah,
years.
you should be one of the voters.
I know, right?
Well, it looked like there were many versions of Risk. So if not, maybe a board game. I don't know. I do feel maybe for the Christmas show or something, we could find a Christmas
that would be a
version.
good Christmas show. Well, we've got other gaming stuff that we're planning on doing. And just to be clear, I don't know. I can't speak for you, Isaiah. Nikki and I are far from experienced gamers.
Mm-hmm.
We have our one or two games that we play that aren't even. Well, you play Animal Crossing. Mine isn't even popular usually.
Yeah.
It's just some like mildly you
to
would
kill the time, but you don't
Yeah.
actively spend all your time playing
Yeah,
it.
no, definitely. And I'm not good at any of them.
Well, that's perfect. That's why we need to play a game together.
Yeah, so we're planning
Yes.
on maybe we're going to try to get Forza
Mm-hmm.
Horizon 5 going up in here and maybe some other stuff. Isaiah, are you an experienced gamer?
I would say I'm good at the games that I play, but I mainly play sports games.
Oh,
like,
that's
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Madden and 2K and stuff like
Likewise,
that.
likewise.
But I'm
Why
very
don't
good
we-
at those.
Maybe we don't even have to get together, but like maybe when a game comes out, like you do one,
Uh-huh.
and then
Yes.
you're just by yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just don't know how.
I'll
I just
play
don't know
one,
how.
and You
Yes.
yell at me when Animal Crossing just came out with its new download
Yeah,
thing.
how come you never stream Animal Crossing?
Oh, I did once.
You did?
But I don't like stream it on my own.
Yeah. I don't
Not
even
like
know
a
how
streamer?
to do that.
No, because I think I'm going to come off as dumb.
Yeah.
I just hate that. I'm pretty shy, and I need to have people with me.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
That makes
But
sense.
we'll
with
see
you on
what
that.
comes, what we do.
Yeah, we could definitely get some little live streams or something.
Yeah,
going
we have
like
a lot
that.
of pie in the sky talk. We'll see if
Oh,
what it
yeah.
None of it
amounts
will
to.
work out.
None of
so
it
it's
will work
fine.
out. Just so you don't get your
Hey,
hopes up. This
hey,
is never gonna happen.
We've got our stuff up on TikTok now, so we're making
We are
some
tickety
progress.
talking.
Yeah.
2 days of new Riot
Uh-huh.
content. So if you follow us at RadioU Official on TikTok, we also tried the new Starbucks holiday drink today.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the sugar cookie one with the almond milk. So that's in this podcast.
So anywhere you turn on any of the Radio U socials, you will find
Our three
video from
faces.
us now. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And
That's
there's
what I
a little
love it.
special surprise on my face.
That's right.
Got a
That's
little
right.
special
Stay
surprise
tuned
going
for
on.
that
Yeah, we
one.
talk
I'm looking a
about
little bit
that.
dirtier than usual.
A little crusty.
A little crusty.
I haven't seen as much for No Shave November, but I've seen someone who was finishing up Sober October.
Oh, really?
And I just was laughing because they were just gaming the whole month of October instead of doing anything else
Oh, my gosh.
to keep it sober. But
Yeah.
for No Shave November, you guys have to keep us in the loop if you're doing that.
Yes, I'm anxious to see how it goes for everybody, especially Isaiah.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting because like I'll spoil it because there is a point to like the mustache thing. So it's called like Movember,
Yeah.
which is like raising awareness for like prostate cancer and like testicular cancer and stuff. With the mustache thing, I'm not raising money unless you guys would like to donate to me, and I won't. I mean, it'll just be for me.
Yeah, it won't be for a good cause.
It won't be
or
for a
anything.
good cause. It's just
That's
for
me giving you money, and I don't think I'm doing that.
But that is
but
the
if you
reason.
need a few dollars.
That is the reason for the mustache. So I'm gonna
Sure.
see if I can support them for like 2 more days. Yeah, my support for like
See how
another
much you really care about prostate cancer.
Yes, you'll see how much, I'm going to
you're
support
so
them as long as I
helpful.
can.
Yeah.
As long as, like, I don't actually do anything this weekend. If I find plans for this weekend,
It's coming
then
off.
so the support from Isaiah has been relinquished.
It's
Yeah.
funny because you guys keep saying like how uncomfortable it is, but yet it's like it's supposed to be uncomfortable since it's raising money for
Yeah.
different awarenesses.
That's part of it.
And like, how uncomfortable is a mustache or a beard? Like, how bad is it?
I don't think it's uncomfortable,
it's
but I'm
horrible.
used
In the
to it.
beginning?
Oh, my gosh. The beard, it's honestly, I couldn't even handle it. I had to shave it off. It lasted 2 days.
It seems a bit whiny, but
I'm
I
not
bet
whiny.
it is bad. I just don't know.
I don't know. I feel that there's two types of people in the world, two types of men in the world, the kind that have beards and the kind that don't. And the thing that separates them is the ones that don't feel that it's itchy. So the separation between being a real man and is being able to deal with the pain of
you only
and
have to
itchiness.
deal with it for so long, and
I
then
know,
doesn't it
and
go
then
away?
and that's telling you what it's like to be a man. You deal with the pain for a little while because it pays off.
That's
No.
right. Then you get your beard.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
We could do a whole other segment on that. We will
We'll
not.
save it for Monday.
Well,
we'll
we've
see
got a
how it
whole
goes.
month still to go of this.
Make sure you
so.
text us and say hi this weekend, 877-2-RADIO-U. Follow us on social media so you can see all the extra stuff we're trying to get out there for you guys to enjoy. So follow us at
Make it
Radio
worth
U
our while.
Official on Instagram and then Radio U Official on TikTok. And we hope everybody has a wonderful weekend.
Indeed. Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hudson sees the glass as half empty. But get this. He thinks a glass half empty is good. The Riot. Radio U.
Coming soon to a mall near you, AMC Popcorn.
As in the movie theater?
Yeah, the movie theater.
At
And-
their movie theater at the mall?
Well, yeah, you were thinking it's already there.
Sure.
But soon you won't need a movie ticket to get in to get the popcorn.
Oh, they're going to sell their popcorn on its own.
They're going to just start selling the AMC popcorn. They're trying to look, of course, AMC has had some difficulties, as many movie theaters have, because of the pandemic. So they are trying to find other ways where they can make money.
It feels like someone over-ordered popcorn. Because,
Yeah.
a lot of times big places, like they probably made their popcorn order a year or two ago.
Sure.
For what's currently going right now. And maybe they over-ordered thinking that things would be more busy at the movie theaters.
Yeah, they probably negotiated a deal. They've got all this popcorn. They got to do something with it. And so they're trying to get rid of the popcorn and trying to make some kind of money somehow outside of because they haven't been able to do as much with actual movies. So they're going to start selling it in malls. Leave it to AMC. Movie theaters, as they go out of business, you know what's going to stay strong? The mall. That's where you'll always find people at the mall.
I feel bad because it's one step behind the movie theater.
That's right.
So does that mean maybe the kiosks in the middle?
That's what I
where
was thinking.
They sell things.
Or, I don't know. Or is it just going to be at malls that already have the AMC theaters in them and they're just going to somehow
Sell it
bring that out
outside
in
it.
a cart
They're
or something?
also preparing a home delivery service next year so that you can order from a nearby AMC movie theater and then they would deliver the popcorn. Or it'll be at supermarkets and convenience stores with prepackaged microwavable AMC theater branded popcorn.
I love that I just love their confidence, their thought process of the only thing that keeping people from going to the theaters, or the only thing that people don't love is actually going, but they love the food.
Yeah.
They love the popcorn. So if they can watch movies at home, why don't we give that to them at home?
Movie theater popcorn is really good, and there's something probably horrible for you about it, and you want to make sure you get that real unhealthy popcorn.
Yeah. It's all the butter.
It's the butter,
It's the
actually.
butter. They have a pump for the butter. Nowhere else in the world,
Yeah.
at any other location, do you have a pump for the butter.
I remember when I went to a movie in June, and that was my first time, after the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I was able to take popcorn home, and they just put it in a see-through trash bag.
Yeah,
because
I've
they
had that
can't-
also.
They can't give you the open popcorn container, they can't refill that one.
Yeah.
And then they gave me the butter in little to-go cups.
Yep.
But it stays liquid. liquid. It doesn't ever solidify.
That's concerning, isn't it?
It is. I was like, wait, doesn't it ever, like, it's butter. I thought it needed to turn into butter again.
I think you can't legally, they shouldn't be able to legally call it butter.
No, it's like whatever their alternative is.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's oil.
Yeah.
it's butter oil.
But whatever it is, it does taste so good.
So now if you miss AMC popcorn, you can not go to the movie theater, but go to the mall, and you'll be able to find it there soon.
They also say they're even doing popcorn in the future that you'll be able to pop at home.
Yeah.
Which, judging by, I don't know if they're going to do the same business model, but the popcorn that you like Act or whatever, the Orville Redenbacher, what is that, like $3? AMC's will be $12.
Well, they have to. You're buying the name.
Yes, and all that goes with it.
This is The Riot. RadioU.
Good morning, Isaiah.
Good morning. We had to bring you in for this, Isaiah. I don't know if you saw the report on CNN yesterday, but everybody was talking about it on my Twitter and everything. It is a video where they're talking about how the inflation is hurting people.
Yeah.
And so they're interviewing this family in Texas, and they're going through, kind of following them around the store. And over the course of talking to this family, one of the people from the family, her name is Krista Stotler. Her quote is, "A gallon of milk was $1.99. Now it's $2.79. When you buy 12 gallons a week, 4 times 4 weeks, that's a lot of money.
12 gallons of milk?
12 gallons of milk a week?
That's a lot of money, whether it's $1.99 or $2.79.
Yeah, right.
That's just a lot of milk.
Yeah.
Period. Oh, they have a really large family, so it's them, and they have 9 children.
Nine
children.
So a gallon
9
per
children.
person. Everyone
That's
needs a
soft,
gallon
then.
of milk a week. I don't care how many kids you have. That's still a lot of milk.
I don't even think that constitutes as a lot of milk, to be honest.
Well,
I used to buy 2 gallons of milk every week for myself.
For you?
For myself.
A week.
2 gallons of milk every single
What were you
Sunday.
doing with
I
it?
would go to the store and I would get 2 gallons of milk. When I lived in college, I did that pretty much every single Sunday.
Was that
so a gallon a
bulk
person?
of your diet rate?
Yeah,
there?
it wasn't the bulk of my diet, but the bulk of my liquids for sure. Because I
How
would
are
drink milk with
you-
everything.
How are you the weight you are? Drinking 2 gallons of
I've
milk
got
a
strong
week.
bones, the strongest you'll find.
Okay, wait. Bet on that, because I want to take you to a doctor then and be like, can you tell us if this
Can
is
you-
her
yeah.
or helped him?
They're actually super fragile instead.
Yeah.
It's reversed.
One
That's
day the door hit knocks you, and
Yes.
you're just like, well, I've broken every bone in my body.
Man,
Yes.
I knew you liked milk, but that is
2 gallons
that's-
every Sunday. So, because I was wondering, I was trying to find in the story how many children they had.
Yeah.
Because if they had like 5 kids or 6 kids, I wasn't expecting 9.
Yeah.
Because then
So you're
there's-
thinking that's not even enough. They should
no,
buy more.
I think that's very low. I mean, depending on how old the kids are and stuff, it's probably some of the older kids maybe drinking a lot, some of the younger
Yeah.
ones maybe not so much. But 12 gallons of milk a week for a family is a lot. But when you think a family of 11, that's really not all that much.
Some people are just saying they should just buy a cow.
Yeah.
They really should, right?
Just, make the milking process part of the daily chores.
I don't know if 1 cow would be enough.
To milk, yeah.
Have you ever seen people milk a cow? It doesn't look like you get that much out of 1 cow.
I don't think so.
I've never tried it, but
And then I just can't. I'd rather buy it.
Yes.
I just can't do that.
wait, have you milked a cow, Isaiah?
I've never milked a cow, no.
You haven't gone to the state fair or the county fair and just gotten dirty, gotten your hands down
God,
there?
I don't think anyone has milked a cow at the county fair.
What? Oh,
Okay,
no.
wait.
I know that they have.
How about this? Anybody in the room milk a cow?
What? No,
Nikki,
I've
have you
never
milked
done
a
it.
cow?
No, okay.
No, but-
Anyone in the listening audience ever milk a cow?
Oh, for sure.
I guarantee
Is
you.
there
We have to have
anyone?
dairy
Yes.
farmers that listen. And
My dad used to be a dairy farmer. He
Did
used
he
to milk them
really?
every morning at 5 a.m. He'd
and
wake up and...
he never took you out there?
No.
Showed you the trade?
Now,
No.
Jason just texted in and said, I drink a gallon of milk a day.
No, he
Is
does
that
not.
possible? Jason, are
You're
you
incredible.
are you exaggerating a tiny bit, or is it really a gallon a day?
Well, yeah, I think maybe he
Why?
does cereal every morning, and then like if he drinks just a
Some
cup every now and
coffee.
then.
Cereal
yeah.
is like an ounce. Like how much? Yeah, you don't put that much milk
Well,
in
some people
cereal.
go heavy milk on the cereal. I'm not saying like anyone specific, but some people really like a lot of milk in their cereal.
No one
Listen.
specific?
No
Guys,
one
Hudson,
specific.
we're just not going to understand. That's not our
It's
world.
not.
Yeah.
We will never get that. I mean, I thought when I used to live with my family, I thought we drank a lot of milk. There was 6 of us, and I feel that we might have had 2-3 gallons, maybe at most, for 6. So a gallon a day, Jason is saying?
Well, Janet said, I've milked a goat.
Nice.
And
nice.
Jason has gotten back and said, I drink a lot of milk. So, yes.
I've milked a goat.
Not teasing.
There's just...
William said, I've milked a cow at a county fair and on a school field trip.
Would you recommend?
Doing that? Well, I don't think you get to milk like a glass of milk. I think they just give you that little sample.
No, I've heard people that you got to drink the milk raw.
Well,
it's just like getting it off of it's just like getting a chip off of the production line when it's hot and fresh.
Lies. Because no one wants
It
to
literally
do
would be hot and fresh, probably.
No, the milk, yeah.
Be warm. For sure warm.
Yeah, you go to the cow, you're like, all right, cow, I need 12 gallons of milk.
I did like yesterday we were talking about people that are giving their older kids breast milk because they think it'll pass on the COVID antibodies. And Chris came in later and we were like, oh, that's weird. Chris comes in, he's like, is it weird that we drink milk from cows? Is that not weirder than drinking milk from your own mother? Yeah, it kind of is.
Hey, guess what? It's all weird.
It's all weird.
All
That's why
Milk
Nikki and I
is just
don't
a weird
really do
thing.
it. That's why we'd rather drink the milk of almonds.
Yeah, there you go.
The Riot Podcast.
You let the debate begin on the National Toy Hall of Fame inductees. They've announced who's in the entering class in 2021. Are you ready, Nikki?
So these are the 12 finalists. Didn't we talk about the ones that were in lineup to be a finalist?
I think we it feels like there was more than 12, but we definitely talked about somewhere along the process.
We've talked about these?
Yeah, we've talked about it, but now they've whittled it down to just 3 toys that are worthy enough of being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year.
I see there was 12 finalists, and so now they're down to the 3.
Yeah, and the 3 that are getting in are American Girl dolls.
Oh, they bought that spot.
You love American Girl dolls, don't you, Nikki?
No, I was never into dolls.
You didn't have one?
No, I didn't have an American Girl doll.
Oh, man.
No.
Man, I find out something new about you every day.
Is that too much now?
My assumptions are constantly being rewritten. The book.
I told you I only liked stuffed animals.
Stuffed bears.
So
yeah, I should have
me
known.
and my teddy bears were all together, but I didn't have room for any dolls to come in. I didn't want my bears to eat the dolls.
You didn't have one like zookeeper doll.
Nope. No.
You were the zookeeper, right?
I was, but my bears and my stuffed animals, they were free. I didn't believe in a zoo system.
Yeah, it's just a national park.
You're right.
The Nikki National Park.
That's how my whole childhood was there with toys.
Okay, so American Girl dolls is in, even though Nikki did not support the American Girl dolls. Also, the board game Risk.
I'll have to look to see which one that is.
Risk is the one where it's a map of the entire world. And you get all these little men. Like you can play with, I guess it's 3 people at minimum, maybe, or up to 6. And you get like your own color, and you allocate all of your guys. You draft the territories.
Sure.
And then you roll dice to battle the different territories. And you're trying to take over the whole entire world. A good thing to teach children.
Good
take
game.
over the entire world.
Good game.
But I do like a good game of Risk. It just always takes forever.
And my favorite is the third option.
Yes, the third option is great.
This works.
The third option making it into the Toy Hall of Fame is
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
sand.
That's it.
Sand made it into the Toy Hall of Fame. So if you're thinking, all the spots in the Toy Hall of Fame, they're just bought and paid for. It's all just a money game. No, I don't think sand paid for it. I don't know who is going to accept on behalf of sand when it's inducted.
Well, I like the the promo stuff that they wrote for it. This is what they say because they introduced and explained a bit about American Girl doll and Risk, and they're like, in sand, the substance found at beaches around the world. They were all inducted during a special ceremony. At first, I thought, well, maybe kinetic sand or something.
Nope, just
sand, just regular sand.
Yeah, you gotta love a toy you can purchase in bulk at the Home Depot.
They say anyone who spent a day at the beach can understand the allure of this toy. It's not a toy.
Is it a toy?
It's a natural thing found there.
It's a mineral or something. I guess anything you can play with can be a toy.
True.
But
when you had nothing else to play with.
Right. I'd also feel bad if I was like some of the other options, the Fisher-Price corn popper thing, when you push around when you're like a little child, where it pops the little balls, or like Cabbage Patch Kids, stuff like that. And you're the designer of those, and you lost out to
Sand. Well,
Yeah.
the 12 finalists included Battleship, Billiards, the Cabbage Patch Kids, the Corn Popper, Mahjong, Masters of the Universe, and the Pinata.
The pinata.
Settlers of Catan, and the Toy Fire Engine.
Yeah.
Everything you love about the riot, plus a handy dandy fast forward option. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
I want you to picture close your eyes.
Okay.
Picture Smokey Bear.
Yeah.
What's he wearing?
Pants and no shirt. Doesn't he wear like cuffed jeans or something?
He does. He
My
wears
eyes
like
are still closed.
rolled up jeans. But normally he's not wearing a shirt.
No, I don't think
I'm
he has
glad
a shirt
that you remember Smokey Bear that well. Yeah, that's what he's normally wearing.
I was in my mind though confused between him and like the paper towel guy from the
Charmin?
the brawny stuff.
Oh, brawny?
Yeah, like what sort of woodsy style does the bear have?
Oh, the brawny guy. You're right. I was thinking of the guy who's bald.
No,
shaved head, Mr. Clean. Is that?
And I understand the difference between this and the Charmin bears. So that's toilet paper. That's different.
Yes, I hate the Charmin bears. By the way,
why?
Because
Why you hate so much?
they like toilet paper way too much.
Well, then that's all
They
you
have
got.
an unhealthy. I mean, look, I don't want to go to one ply, but other than that, I'm fine with toilet paper. They're acting like every other toilet paper is garbage. They're taking their toilet paper on vacation. They're doing little dances after they go to the bathroom because they love their toilet paper so much.
It's
they need to
important to
dial it
them.
back. If you saw a person doing that in real life, you'd be like, what is your problem? You wouldn't be like, oh, I want to buy that toilet paper.
No, not if it was a bear doing it in real
No,
life.
I
You'd be like,
would.
well, the Charmin bears taught me that this is what you do.
So anyways, Smokey Bear normally is seen wearing just jeans rolled up at the knees and not all the way up to the knees, but, rolled up and then no shirt. And then he's got his,
he's got a vest on.
Park Rangers hat.
Yeah.
But if you were to go to the town of International Falls in Minnesota, they have a 26-foot tall statue of Smokey Bear. It's kind of what they're known for.
Yeah.
And they would often dress Smokey Bear in different outfits throughout the year.
Oh, on the statue?
Yeah, they would dress up their famous Smokey Bear statue, like as you see in the picture. He's got a fishing vest on, so for fishing season, they'd put that on. In the winter, they'd make him like earmuffs, and people would apparently actually like hand make stuff for Smokey Bear to wear, and it was a fun little thing where they dress up their Smokey Bear statue.
Not a mean way, but you must not have a lot of other stuff to do, and that's fine. And
Hey.
they said it's in the 1980s they started when a local knit a 25-foot long scarf and giant mittens and earmuffs.
What are you planning on doing in Minnesota in the winter besides knitting a scarf for Smokey Bear?
I'm not going to Minnesota in the winter.
Exactly.
So
Because there's
you're
nothing
right.
to do.
You got to keep
It's
busy.
either that or play hockey. Those are your options.
So they reached out to other Minnesota communities that have famous giant statues.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
There's a Paul Bunyan and Babe one. There's Big Ol' the Viking.
I've never heard of that guy.
The Jolly Green Giant.
You didn't realize that the Jolly Green Giant
was a thing.
Yeah, that was actually a statue. I thought it was just the frozen vegetables. But boy, was I wrong. There's actually a statue in Blue Earth, Minnesota. But those mayors of those towns with those statues all said they thought it was kind of crazy that the town of International Falls would dress up their Smokey Bear statue.
Guys, don't throw frozen peas in glass houses because you are all the same and that are crazy.
In Minnesota igloos.
But they're saying that they really don't want them to dress up Smokey the Bear anymore because you could damage the statue. So they recently spent $30,000 restoring it. It was built in 1954, but they're kind of caught. They want to decorate and have him wear things, but then that can, lessen the life of the statue.
The city council actually has voted officially, unanimously, to ban. They've had to put it into law.
Oh, to not touch the
local law
statue?
that people are not allowed to decorate Smokey Bear anymore.
Leave him
so
shirtless.
you go see Smokey Bear. Yep, you're going to see him shirtless no matter how cold it is up in International Falls, Minnesota. And I guess they voted unanimously, but it seems that would have been a contentious thing because, man, can you imagine breaking it to the person that knits the scarf for Smokey Bear. It's like, hey,
they can't do it anymore.
Hey, Gertrude, we'd like you to stop. I know you really love, and it's the thing that, occupies you throughout the winter months. And maybe your family doesn't come to visit you.
Aww.
You're sitting alone in front of the fire. You've got Murder, She Wrote on, and you're just knitting your scarf for Smokey Bear. We'd like you to stop doing that.
No, maybe you just have one person who puts the stuff on the bear in a safe way, and you're just,
They could have done that.
They're just telling people to not do it on your own.
They could have, but they're not going to.
Okay, so
They're
no clothes.
Naked Smokey Bear.
Well, he has jeans on.
He has jeans. He's covering his shame.
And they're cuffed.
Store at room temperature? Now that they can do. The Riot RadioU.
We are doing a food fight at the moment. We've just gotten our hands on the new Starbucks Sugar Cookie Almond Milk Latte.
Here, wait. There's the ice.
You hear that, everybody?
And I've got to mix it all up because all my sprinkles are at the bottom.
Yeah, your sprinkles are on the bottom. I just looked at mine, and Isaiah and I got ours hot. And so, I don't know if you can,
I can't even see any sprinkles in mine.
Or you don't have
Mine
any?
has the sprinkles.
I'm
I'm just trying to not
sprinkleless.
pour this all over the monitor here.
Oh, you're
But
close.
You're
so
playing
close.
a dangerous game over there.
I don't even know if anybody can see it, but the sprinkles are all like they've melted into the drink.
Yeah.
And so it looks like it just kind of looks like it's very discolored in a frightening type way. Isaiah, you saw it,
Yeah, it's very discolored. It doesn't even look good.
Is it a little unsettling to
It
you?
looks a little weird to me.
Yeah.
I'm
It
not
looks
sure
like-
this is going to be.
It looks like we shouldn't be ingesting it, but man, does it smell good.
But I want to tell you, Starbucks didn't want you to just take the lid off, so they prefer you not look.
Well, why even color the sprinkles at all then?
I guess.
Yeah. But-
So we're trying the Sugar Cookie Almond Milk Latte because Starbucks yesterday unveiled their holiday lineup, but it was a lot of stuff they've had last year. So this is like the new drink.
This is the
new
one
new.
that's brand
This is the new.
Yeah.
They've
and
never
it's
had
the
it.
first non-dairy holiday coffee option.
Right.
So you could always order any other drink and just put in almond milk or soy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the first one that they've promoted with almond milk in it.
It's just the way it comes, unless you
That's
tell
it.
them differently, which I'm sure many people do.
I gotta really stir mine up. Don't know why.
How much did
really
this?
Yours
sucking
is like super. Whoa, that's weird.
Wow.
I can't get
What
the
is in the
bottom
bottom? What is
layer.
that?
I think it's like the cream stuff.
I don't know.
That's
I'm
probably
not,
the good stuff, too.
I'm not a Starbucks aficionado, but I thought they did that on purpose to make it like art.
Yeah, but when you drink it,
But
then
you
you're
want it all
like,
stirred together and it's not working for
After
you.
you take the
not.
picture of it, that you
Yeah.
post on all your social medias,
Of
then you
course.
actually mix it up.
Yeah. Before we dive in, how much did this run us, Isaiah? Like, how much was one of these?
Oh, I have no idea.
You have no
it
idea.
was a little over $5.
Uh-huh.
I ordered on my
For
app.
one drink?
Yes, I think it was $5.45.
Yes.
This is why I don't go to Starbucks.
And it was about 16 something. And I really forgot. I was going to have you pop inside and get the new Christmas ornament.
Yeah. Now you'll never get that. It's
I
going to be
know.
sold
Yes.
out.
I'm going to have to go get it myself.
All right. Well, I'm
we'll
ready
try
to
the
give
Sugar
it a
Cookie
shot.
Almond Milk Latte. Well,
Huh.
I feel like you get kind of a cookie taste after the coffee bitterness.
Actually, I'm kind of getting it, actually.
There is something there. I feel like the rest of my flavoring is still at the bottom of my drink.
Yeah, I think the hot one is probably better mixed up for you since they don't. Since
Yeah.
the cup is the art, the Christmas cup there. So they don't need to layer it like they do for you. Ours is mixed up pretty well. It tastes pretty good,
tastes
actually. I kind of like it.
Yet again, this is like how I feel like every time we do some sort of coffee thing. If you handed it to me and didn't tell me what it was, I wouldn't think it's something special.
You wouldn't think
Really?
sugar cookie?
No, I wouldn't be like, oh, sugar cookie for sure.
But
no.
what do you think of the almond milk? Because normally you
Yeah, that
your
tastes
milk
good.
milk, yeah.
For sure. It tastes good. Like it tastes good for sure. But at the same time, I wouldn't be like, oh, this must be some holiday.
not make the
holiday
connection.
special. I don't think so.
I thought that at first, but after you let it sit a little bit, I think I do get the sugar cookie flavor. But
And
you're
it's not
so
like-
right. If you went in completely blind, and you could say this for so many things, I think,
Yeah.
that we taste. If you didn't know what it was supposed to be flavored after before you went in and tried it, I don't know. Like if it was a mystery flavor,
Yeah.
I don't know how many people would knock it out of the park.
I kind
No.
of feel like I'm getting it's like a mixture between a shortbread and like the Biscoff cookie, kind of.
Yeah.
Like just a little bit of that cookie flavor
Yeah.
after, but it's hard to power through with the coffee first.
Yeah.
You're always gonna get that bitterness.
You need a
with it.
straw. I know
I
they don't
need
give them to you
something.
there, but if
Yeah.
you got a straw, would
Well, not bad. said, if anybody tries the sugar plum pastry item, let me know how that one is. I'm really curious to see if that was good.
I think I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
You like
I
it?
am too.
Yeah,
I think it's good. I think
All
it tastes
right.
really good.
I'm going to give it a 1 straw. I need someone to bring me one so that I can mix mine up to really enjoy it.
I think I'm gonna give it $5.45.
Yeah.
That's how much it was.
$5.45.
Well, we liked it better than what was the October one that we tried?
We tried like an app. Was
The
it
Apple one.
Apple
Oh
one?
yeah, that
Apple
was no
was
good.
trash.
No good.
We didn't like
So
that,
bad.
but this one we do like.
All
This
right.
one's actually good.
This is too expensive for me to order it. But if money was no object, yeah, I'd be getting this.
Yes.
When someone's buying it for you,
Yeah.
make sure you order this
That's
one.
right. That's exactly right.
Why pay for so many streaming services that you don't really care about when you can not really care about the riot for free? RadioU.
During that and even after, why is your stomach hurting?
Yeah,
you?
so I'm not feeling too great this morning. Last night, I don't know what the deal was. I woke up today, I was feeling kind of weird, and then I threw a bang in my stomach, obviously, so that just tore everything up.
Yeah.
And now I'm eating this sugar cookie coffee or whatever, which is also probably stirring up my stomach. But last night, I made just a bad decision. I went out to dinner with my roommate and his dad, because every now and then we'll go out to dinner with his dad and do a little dinner date and stuff. And yesterday there was this special going on for oysters. They had a deal on them. Now listen, I've learned this morning.
Deals
If there's
are
ever a
good.
deal going on oysters, it probably means the oysters aren't great.
They're about to expire.
Yeah, probably. And so my stomach is feeling real weird this morning.
Okay, but you won't even eat tomatoes. Why would you eat oysters?
Yeah,
See,
right? That's
see,
so weird.
It's 'cause-
Isaiah has the palate of we've joked a
I
toddler.
know.
It's like pizza, chicken, that's it.
Yeah.
But then
Hamburgers,
they're throwing
How
in
many
oysters.
toddlers do you know, though? Because the toddlers will eat the same 5 things, but then there'll be the one weird thing. It'll be
That they'll have.
and they like beef jerky for some
Yeah.
reason. It just makes no
Hey,
sense.
well,
That's
who does-
Isaiah. He likes oysters.
Yeah.
That's not a weird thing. Beef jerky's great.
For a kid to
I
like
almost
it
got
is.
beef jerky this morning at the gas station. I was like, you know what? Maybe that'll turn my day around.
So were the oysters fried or something?
No, they're just straight up, just raw oysters. They're
I can't
so
do
good,
that.
though. They were really, really good oysters.
Yeah.
They had the little sauce with them and the little bit of lemon on top, and they were fantastic. But whenever I would go to Florida, with my family on vacation, my parents would convince me in trying oysters.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big trier of things, but I for whatever reason I actually tried it,
And
and
you
I was like,
like
you know
them?
what? I kind of like this, even though it looks kind of like snot and kind of has this super weird texture that everybody hates. But I actually like them enough to order them.
It makes you
Well-
wonder what other things you might like if you just actually
Well,
tried
I mean, going
Baby
into it, I
steps.
knew I would probably like it,
So at this point, let's just keep track for the day. The oysters last night, you had a bang. You had the iced sugar cookie almond milk latte.
Yeah.
You might want to take it easy.
I
was
know.
thinking
Your
maybe
stomach's
just
not feeling good.
Go get a ginger ale or
like
a
an
Sprite
applesauce
or something. Yeah.
something easy.
A
Take it,
Sprite.
some
Yeah.
saltine crackers. I've
Oh,
got,
yeah,
I've got
some
chicken
saltines.
soup in the other room. I know you're
Ugh.
not sick, but that's just the kind of stuff you eat. It's easy on your stomach.
Well, and
Yeah.
also keep track. Let us know if you throw up. so.
Yeah.
If I throw up, I'm going home. I'm just going home. I'm
No
just
way.
going home.
Dude, that doesn't count as sick time when you do it to yourself.
Yeah. You're going to see me come out of the bathroom in 3 minutes and be like, well, I threw up. See you guys. Show was fun today.
I hate when your stomach's so upset and you're just like, well, we're going to see how this goes. But you just know deep down,
Yeah.
something's going to
It's
happen.
just
I'm like,
bubbling.
yeah.
It's just sitting
Hopefully it doesn't
there.
happen now, especially since we have the cameras going. It'd be a
Yeah.
whole disaster in here. It would
I'm
ruin the
not-
rest of the show. It'd smell terrible in here.
If you throw up in here, I'm not cleaning it up. I'm telling you right now.
Is that something I'd have to do?
yeah.
yeah.
Well, if I threw up, you guys would make me clean up my own
Why
puke.
would we clean it up? We
Because
didn't
I'm
throw
feeling
up.
not good. If you threw
Hey.
up in your Hudson, I'd clean it right up for you.
I'll hold your mustache.
There you go. Yes.
That's all I'll do. But
is
that's all. We can't help you any other way.
This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Ben texted in and said, "Good morning. Does Isaiah know that raw oysters are still alive when you eat them?"
And he said, "What did you say?"
I didn't even really think oysters were alive ever.
I swear. He said they're like trees.
It's like it's like a tree. Like a tree's alive, but it's not like alive. Like I'm alive.
And then he keeps saying they don't have legs.
They can't
If
move.
You can't move.
They can't
Are you
move.
alive?
Yes.
And now I'm showing you video here
Of the
of
movie.
I'm not even convinced
This
that's
is actually
real.
a clam or a sea scallop
Yeah.
or whatever, but it's
Way
still
different.
showing it. they're the same family of animals.
That doesn't mean that they
and
all can
a key word there is
alive.
animals. They are animals. They are not trees. They are not vegetation. They are in the family tree of clams and scallops.
Don't say tree. He doesn't like that.
They are a tree, like we said.
I can't believe you said out loud they're like a tree.
They are, because like a tree's alive, but it's not actually alive because it can't move.
Oh my gosh!
An oyster, like I said, if I put it next to me, it would never leave that place.
Because it's not
on
in
land.
water.
Yeah, but like if it's in water, it's just gonna float around with the current.
I'm
it's not
showing you
actually. That is
videos.
not real, Hudson.
It is real.
You can't believe everything you see on the internet. That thing was going way too fast. There's no chance it was actually moving like
all
that.
right, let me find another video for
when
you.
They're
then.
babies, like oysters are babies, they swim around. They have a swimming stage in their growth, and then they go find the shell and stuff, and then they make the pearls, and that's what they do. And then you eat them.
It's so cute actually watching these things swim.
The little baby.
They just hop around.
The baby oysters.
Yeah. Well, these are, I guess, scallops in there, but still a shelled little thing with a creature inside of it, and it just hops around. It's pretty amazing.
But you have to think, when you look at an oyster, like that little grimy thing that I ate last night,
Yeah.
there's no way that thing is alive.
It is.
It just looks like snot. There's no way that's actually a thing.
It's like a snail. It is.
Oh,
It
but a
is.
snail
It's
can crawl. Like a snail's like an actual
oyster
animal.
can swim.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I can't. That's it. I can't. I just can't.
Now knowing what you know, Isaiah, are you going to continue to eat oysters?
Yes, because I've learned nothing. I still believe exactly what I believed before, which is that this is not even a real creature.
All right, Isaiah, last question.
Yes.
What else do you think food-wise that's like a tree?
It's like a tree. I don't know if there's anything else that I think is like a tree because
Would
there's
you
no
eat
other.
a tree?
Would I eat a tree? No, I wouldn't eat a tree.
But you're saying an oyster's like a tree.
Yeah, but an oyster's a food.
Because it's alive.
But that's not how food works. Yeah, broccoli. Is broccoli alive?
Yes, it is alive.
Yeah, exactly. An oyster is like broccoli.
But
Same
no,
deal.
it's
Same
not.
deal. Same thing.
Broccoli. I don't know how we can
I'm
keep
so
going.
tired.
There's a difference between vegetation and a plant and an animal.
And an animal.
And
Are
an
we
oyster is an animal,
are we
and a
sure?
broccoli is a plant.
Are we sure an oyster isn't categorized as a vegetable?
We're sure.
It hurts.
Everyone is sure except for you.
Is there a meat that isn't alive? Is that a thing? There can't be, right?
Plant-based meat?
Yeah.
There you go.
No! That was created. That was manufactured.
In a lab. Scientists.
My head
It's just
hurts
a
right
weird
here.
thing. I know obviously there's a lot of listeners that are clearly on my side about this. So it's just a weird thing to be able to comprehend that little the snotty thing
Was alive when you ate it last night.
is
the
a living
oysters
creature.
Were alive.
I feel that you're just in denial.
I just
at
didn't
this
see
point.
it move when I was eating it.
It
I
doesn't
had
have
it in
to
there.
move.
Exactly.
It doesn't
Because it can't
have to
move.
move.
Because it can't move.
It doesn't.
And I didn't see it do it. I didn't see it do it.
You've taken it out of the area it moves in.
So you're saying, so what everybody's saying here is if I took that oyster that I was about to eat last night
And
and
put
I
it in
just
the
dropped
water.
it in the water, it would just float away.
It could move around
It may
there.
or may not.
I don't believe it. There's no way. There's no way. I was holding it in my hand. If I put that thing in water, there's no way it would have just scooted along.
If you
see you
watched it
later.
long enough,
It would just swim away.
That's
I
it,
don't
that's
believe
it.
that.
yeah,
That's it. That's it.
we're
So
never
we've-
gonna get anywhere with him.
I feel like I need to invite a guest speaker in or something. and
An
just-
oyster expert.
An oyster expert.
Yeah.
Or someone who knows more about trees.
Yes.
Tell you that they're not anywhere along those same
Some sort of
lines.
professional that could help me.
All right.
so-
Well, thank you, Isaiah.
Yes,
I'm
of
so
course.
tired.
Just please
So-
go to the other room now.
It's a long morning.
If you missed out on the next Riot moment when it originally aired, you don't know how lucky you are. You're listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Do me a favor, will you?
Yeah.
Can you make the sound that Donkey Kong makes?
The video game?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
gosh.
in Super Mario Racing, or what's it called? Mario Kart. Super Mario
Kart.
Racing.
You know, I don't think I even remember.
You don't remember the sound?
I don't.
Well, that's
Can
why
you make the
haven't been.
sound?
That's why you haven't been cast as Donkey Kong in the new movie.
He was never a player that I always went with.
You didn't go with Donkey
No,
Kong.
I'd always go with Princess Peach for
Well,
anything.
if you pick Donkey Kong, he goes something like, ooh, ooh.
Hey.
Does that sound like Donkey Kong?
I don't know, but I don't care. Like, that's perfect.
It's good either way, right?
I know. I'll take it.
I'm going for the role, but unfortunately, it's already been taken by Seth Rogen. He is going to be voicing Donkey Kong, so hopefully he can do that voice.
No
that
offense
sound.
to Seth Rogen. He has a sound to his voice. And
it doesn't sound like Donkey Kong to you?
Well, they were mostly excited when they announced the Mario lineup.
Yeah.
So Chris Pratt is Mario. Other people are other characters.
Yeah.
I can't remember him, but I remember Seth Rogen, they said, would be Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And he just has his one voice.
Yeah. It's hard for him to disguise it, right?
Yeah,
I was looking at the
is.
cast. I knew that Chris Pratt was going to be Mario. And I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel about the
Donkey Kong part?
I don't know how I'm going to feel about all of it because it's Chris Pratt is Mario, Charlie Day is Luigi, Jack Black is Bowser. It's all like recognizable voices.
Hey, everybody liked Jack Black as Bowser.
Yeah.
Everybody thought he'd be a perfect person.
It's
for
just
that.
recognizable voices, but Mario and Luigi just have recognizable voices. So
Yeah.
it's Chris Pratt. Are they going to are these people going to try to imitate the voices that you would hear in the games, or are they going to just do their regular voice, which I don't think will fit for a lot of them? Although, to be fair, I don't know I've never heard Bowser talk or
Donkey Kong.
Well, Donkey Kong doesn't seem to really talk. He just makes the
Well, the side note is yesterday Chris Pratt was kind of trending.
Yeah.
I won't go into why, but when I was seeing that all trending, some people brought up it was also trending of voice actors who are mad at Chris Pratt for taking roles because he's going to be Mario and he's going to be Garfield.
Yeah.
So that was two roles that they think should go to professional voice actors and not him or other just actors.
Well, I'll shed a tear for the voice actors.
They thought they should get it.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Yeah, so
I feel like I should get it too, but
you can't even get Donkey Kong because that's going to Seth Rogen.
Yeah, but the reason I bring it up is, of course, we know the Mario movie. They are making it now, and that will be coming out in December of 2022, so a little over a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
And then, assuming that goes well, they've already started working on giving Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong his own movie.
Oh, so he'll do the voice for the whole thing.
So Donkey Kong will be the star in a follow-up to Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Again, assuming it's in production, so they're working on it, and the reports have leaked about it. However, that's all subject to change. If Mario bombs at the theaters and people really hate it and it doesn't make a lot of money, then they might just can the Donkey Kong thing too. But
they hope it does
otherwise, the Seth Rogen voice that you know and love will be having its entire movie with Donkey Kong.
Hudson, love is a really strong word.
Come on.
You don't want to throw love out too early in the relationship. Maybe getting to know each other.
Yeah. So you're going to get to know Seth Rogen a little more?
I'm getting to know his voice as Donkey Kong. We'll have to decide later if we like it.
Yeah, we have to hear if he can do it as good as I can.
That's hard to beat. So that's going to be Illumination Entertainment. They're the ones doing the Mario movie, and then they would be the same ones to do Donkey Kong after.
Yes. So December 21st, 2022. Mark your calendars. Don't forget about that Mario movie, and make sure it does really well so Seth Rogen can have his Donkey Kong movie too.
If not, Hudson's ready to be.
I'm ready to step in.
What's the second person when there's a play? In case something happens.
Understudy.
You're the understudy.
I'm the understudy. Although some might say the student has surpassed the teacher.
True.
You were one of the lucky few who missed the riot when they were live. Yet here you are.
I also like to live dangerously.
This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
What we really want to talk about, also if you go and watch that video, you might, if you look closely, might see Isaiah's mustache that he
Crustache,
has.
whatever you want to call it. I look a little bit dirty. Is what
what?
I
A
look.
crustache?
A crustache.
Oh, I never heard
It
that.
looks
Never heard that
crusty
either.
and dirty, and I feel dirty when I look at myself in the mirror right
You
now.
do feel like it's like it's not slimy.
Yeah.
But you know, like
I feel gross.
you're just
Yeah.
the
Like, I feel
person
gross.
where you're like, what's that? Is that drawn on or what?
Yeah, I know. Is there something on your lip? Like, what's going on over
But
there?
it's
I feel
growing
dirty.
in. So are you gonna
Yeah.
grow a mustache for No Shave November?
Yeah, so I haven't completely committed to it. Like every day, I was gonna grow a beard, and then I got 3 days in, and I was like, this cannot continue. And so that was like, maybe I'll just do a mustache
Don't
because.
say Isaiah didn't try.
Yeah, I tried. I fully committed for like 3 days, and then my cheeks were all itchy, and I was like, I just don't want to do this. I was like, mustache doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
And so I just shaved everything except for the mustache. And now I'm in this weird place where, like, I don't want to be seen in public. This whole camera thing we're doing here really makes me uncomfortable.
It's upsetting you.
Because my face feels weird, and I feel like I look weird. And so now I'm in this weird spot where I don't like it, but I'm doing it.
Have you had a mustache before? Like, do you know how many days you have to get into it till it starts filling in?
I haven't had a mustache probably in like 3 years, I would say. It was the last time I tried to grow one, and then I couldn't even come close.
Yeah.
But now I don't know how many more days I have until I start looking slightly respectable.
Yeah, it's it looks like you have a ways to go.
Yeah, it does. Feels that way too.
If I know your cheeks were itchy, but I feel that
just because you have a mustache
When
and
I
a beard doesn't mean
Yeah, I
you
know.
have to
took a lot
act
of
better
Don't
than
mustache
him.
shame me.
mustache shame. It took a while to get to where I was as well, so I understand the struggle, but I feel that maybe it might have benefited you to just deal with the itch for a few days, even if you didn't want to deal with it long term.
Yeah.
Just so that the stubbly mustache wasn't so much of an issue.
Well,
I
just
know.
lay low this weekend, and then on Monday maybe it'll be grown in more.
Yeah, for sure. By Monday, I feel like it'll look a little better. If I would have kept the beard, it would have looked pretty normal for sure. But now that I've just isolated the mustache, the just a little bit of hair I have, it looks terrible.
I'll tell
Why
you.
don't you use like a beard oil or something?
Everybody always
I couldn't
says
commit
that.
to that. Like, if I'm gonna do this, I wasn't committed to start. I didn't want to buy something and then have it last 3 days and be like, I still don't want to do it. And then now I have this beard oil that I'm never gonna use again.
But beard oil's fine, and then like it probably would help your mustache grow in more.
It doesn't
is
go
that
bad.
Is that how that works? It's like a growing serum?
I don't know. People say that. I don't think there's any way to really stimulate growth of facial hair other than just letting it grow.
I heard facial massage is a way.
Oh, yeah?
I'm into that.
It's even
So
worse.
you're doing
like,
that to yourself?
I do it every morning. I do just a
facial?
two-finger one.
You're like, grow mustache, grow,
I know.
please.
I was gonna
30
say
minutes before bed, just a double hand to the mouth.
one other option you could do is you could just wear a mask until it grows in. And
Ooh,
it's
a big
totally
mask
normal
guy.
now. 2 years ago, that would have been odd, but now you're just like, just being extra cautious.
trying
Just
to
want to
keep everybody
do my
safe.
part, keep everybody safe, and then all of a
From having
sudden,
to look at the mustache.
I know.
right. You don't have to tell them
They're
why.
like, you take that off? I'm like,
Why
no.
exactly? Yeah, you just you shield your face a little bit, a few
I'll
days,
rock
and all of a sudden you're looking a whole lot nicer.
Well, we will keep up to date throughout November with all of you guys. So if any of you guys are doing the No Shave November, please also include us in your journey.
Yeah, send in your crusty photos
Have
so
you
I don't feel
tried-
so bad.
Have you so far taken a picture every day?
I haven't taken photos
that'd be
yet.
great. That'd be great for a timeline.
I know. So if I come in on Monday and this is still on my lip, just know that this weekend went terrible for me.
You have to keep it on.
A lot of weird looks, definitely my way.
You've made it all the way to the end of the Worst of the Riot. This show only exists because of support from listeners like you. Find out more and help out at RadioU.com/donate.